Hi, hello, how are you doing this Tuesday afternoon? I hope you're doing pretty well because I am super good. I'm feeling good. You know why? Because I love the fact that you're always there, like always there to listen to me, to watch me, and to get updated with every trend that I bring to you. Hello there, my name is Alfonso Joseph, and I appreciate you so much for always doing this with us, joining me on hashtag trending. Well, we have loads of gist for you today. Like, I'm not an army ball, no. I keep you updated with everything that's happening, around the world, but not an army ball. We have updates, more videos, more insights to the saga and altercation that happened with the Ibom Air, story. We have more videos and more people are coming out to talk. A lot of, politicians, activists, influencers, even Very Dark Man has talked about this. Peter Obi has talked about it. A whole lot of other people. Simishola, what's her name? Simishola Adekunle Gold, the singer. She has talked about this. Kate Henshaw, a whole lot of people are talking about this. But before I proceed, let me give you the simultaneous videos, videos, recurring videos that came up after the saga. Let's see the videos.
Madam, I beg come on for a make I pass. Everybody that live with you come on for a make I pass. I don't see wahala. I want to go out. And here hostess is standing on the way.
Video, she's destroying the aircraft.
Yes, I went to.
She's beating her. She's beating her. She has slapped her eye.
She want to grab a quick.
She has slapped her. She's destroying the aircraft.
My phone, my head.
Come back.
This video has sparked so much outrage. A lot of people, like, if you just say Nigeria, if you just type trending before you put the D in trends, this is what is going to come up. And as I'm speaking with you right now, the said lady identified as Miss Comfort Imanson, she is being reprimanded in Kirikiri Correctional Center. It is a whole lot, and this is this is the charges against her. She's been reprimanded there, and she's been placed on a no-fly ban, both locally and internationally, for life. She's not flying in Nigeria, locally and internationally. And persons have come out to ask the question. There are lingering questions on the lips of people, like, what about the case with K1 the Ultimate? What about that one? Because before we could even blink our eyes, before we could say Jack, the swift action of the NCAA and the Airlines Operation of Nigeria, the swift action they took in order to reprimand the said lady is it's more like it's not Nigeria. Because when things like this happen, sometimes they tend to sweep it under the carpet. Sometimes, one highly placed person that will come do one thing and everyone will just talk about it and forget it. But the action taken against this particular lady is so swift. Even when people are commending that, okay, the law actually took its course. But there's a video circulating online again that her dress was, stripped, and we do not know who stripped her dress, whether in the process of all the dragging and argument and, you know, fighting, struggling, if her dress stored during the period, or if it was a part of the plane, you know, that held or grabbed her dress and it got torn, or somebody actually, maybe one of the crew members, you know, grabbed her dress and it got torn. We cannot really place our hands on this, as investigations are still ongoing, because people are saying we will not agree to the fact that, you know, an obscene picture, an offensive, shameful, reproachful picture of the lady was seen out there. It's all over the internet and people are sharing it. So we need answers. We need answers. And as this case, you know, revolves, I'll bring you up to speed with whatever that's happening. But as we speak right now, the girl is being reprimanded, and they're saying the said air hostess, she too has to be punished. But what has she done? Because she hasn't come out to say, okay, I grabbed her dress, or I put out the picture, the video, I sent the video out there. Nobody is coming to claim that this is what I did for now. So as this story unfolds, we are going to bring you up to speed with the latest updates about this Ibom altercation with Miss Comfort Imanson. Well, moving forward to another very controversial and trending issue is, you recall the Nysc core member that came out to speak about the hardship in Nigeria. She spoke, she said that the present Tinubu's administration is a very horrible one, and that she cannot bear it because it's so overwhelming. She was trending. She was trending. But before we just go to that and we bring up the videos about that, let's see what people are saying about the said Ibom saga. Aisha Yasufu says, to the lawyers in the house, did the air hostess have the right to block the passenger from leaving the aircraft? Was her detainment by the air hostess, who refused to allow her leave the aircraft, legal? We need a lawyer. That's supposed to be, you know, addressed to a lawyer. A lawyer has the right to come out and talk more about this. Let's go to another reaction. The chaser says, my take on this whole Ibom Air situation is that both parties involved are at fault. And I'll break it down from my own perspective. Allegedly, according to the story going around, the hostess pursuer asked the lady passenger to switch off her phone. That's where the whole problem started. Let's move over to another reaction. This is coming from Peter Obi, and he says, the poor must not be punished while the powerful work free. Yesterday, I sincerely apologized to Ibom Air and its crew for the unacceptable conduct of one of their passengers. This morning, I woke up to learn that the passenger, the young Miss Comfort Imanson, in her 20s, has been banned from flying for life. Once again, showing how our system works, proving the truth of Anakase's words that the law is like spider's web. Okay, that's coming from Peter Obi. Lamin Yamal Young says, we all watched the video. The Ibom Air staff from the video are complaining about the girl's act. She was practically forced out of the plane when never intended to go out, but we are supposed to believe a random person who claimed to be an eyewitness. All right. Like I said earlier, as this story unfolds, we will bring you up to speed. But so many persons were asking a lot of questions, because when the first video of this, you know, altercation was released, people were asking, why is the lady's clothes torn? And they released the second video, which contains, you know, obscenity, which we're not going to bring right now. They had to bundle this lady. They had to call for securities because she kept on struggling and fighting. Like the videos we put up for you to see, she kept on fighting and refused to go down. Because when they landed Lagos, she actually fell out with the passenger, a fellow passenger of hers, that helped her switch off her phone. That was where the problem started. We have landed in peace. She was like, okay, now you carry my phone, switch off. You want to show that, okay, you're more security conscious than I am. And she fell out with that person. That was why they obstructed her from leaving the plane, because they had called the security officials to handle it. and she had to make a video. Then no Grimmy come up from the plane. Oh. Then the security, oh yeah, come down now. She said no, she's not coming down again. And she, kept on assaulting and abusing the air hostess. That's why they had to pull her, bundle her out. Well, I am not an expert in this field. I'm not a lawyer, but we will just see how lawyers come to analyze this in view of what the law has to say about situations like this. And I am here to bring you up to speed because this is my job. I will keep you posted. I'll keep you up to date. But swiftly to the Rita girl, NYSC girl that I was talking about. She has come out to say, look at me, oh, after I've served the federal government for 1 whole year, I do not have my certificate. I have finished my NYC, scheme, but there's no certificate for me because of what I said about the government of the day. Let's just hear from her what she has to say. This is Rita Oshe, popularly called Raye.
My NYC certificate today after 1 year of serving this country. I literally went there with my cohort people, or should I say people we served together, and when it was my turn they said no certificate for you. I had to go home, and since then I locked myself at home and I was looking like a mess. I didn't talk to anyone, but today I decided to get up and go to the gym. It's been a long time I went to the gym and I just feel like I need to let some steam off my body so I no longer feel angry towards myself. Yes, I genuinely feel angry towards myself and I feel like I was played big time. You know when people think like, oh, because they're older than you, they are smarter and they can put you in a corner, and that's the kind of emotions that's running through my vein. I feel like it's so much anger, but I just cannot release it. I'm trying to buckle everything up, and honestly when I look back and I'm like, how much do I need this certificate? This is something that I genuinely need, and to be very honest, if not for my family, I wouldn't even give a damn about it. But yeah, bye guys.
We have pictures attached. Let's see the corresponding statements that Oshe, came up with. What manner of impunity is this? Everything should not be subjected to politics. I hope that Oshe Rita Ogwamaye's NYSC discharge certificate is not being withheld because she had the courage to complain about the economic hardship under the President Bola Tinubu-led administration. It is unacceptable that the young lady who had served her country without queries should not have received her National Youth Service Corps certificate 1 year after passing out. The appropriate authorities involved should discharge her certificate. All right, that's coming from Atiku Abubakar. Very Dark Man says NYC denied her certificate after serving for a year. At this point, I think the country is being ruled by witches and wizards. Oh my God, that broke my heart. Nothing where person won't tell me. Why is this happening? All right, that's coming from the social media influencer, Very Dark Man. Toti says, this is why nobody wants to genuinely bail the cat in Nigeria. We have a long way to go when it comes to collectively standing in solidarity with our fellow member and remaining steadfast. If the other core members had protested in support of her, especially since her single protest ensured they received what was due to them. All right. We have so many reactions concerning this, and of course some persons have taken it upon themselves to step into this particular situation and see how they could prefer solution to the fact that Raye has her certificate issued to her. Because when she confronted the LGI, according to Raye, Oshe Rita, she said that the LGI, local government inspector, told her that she did not clear her monthly clearance of April. That's March, April. This thing happened in March, that she didn't clear April. But she said, I came and they kept on pushing me to the back. You know, the queue you stand for your clearance. She said they kept on referring her to go to the back, go behind, go behind. And she kept on going behind till they told her that she could not be cleared for that month. And she didn't know that they were going to use that to pin it on her, that she didn't come for April monthly clearance, and therefore she cannot be issued her certificate. But some persons have really stepped up to look into this matter critically, and one of those persons, or two of those persons, are her legal representative, Barrister Inibehe and Sowore. Please, let's see the video of Barrister Effiong going to the NYSC headquarters in Abuja with Sowore.
We're here on behalf of the youth board member, Rita Ugwama-Ibushi, who is popularly known as Raye, who completed a service but was denied of a discharge certificate by NYSC. Our goal here was actually to come and collect on her behalf the discharge certificate. But unfortunately, we went to the floor of the Director General of NYSC and he was absent from his desk. He claimed that he's attending an orientation camp today somewhere in Nigeria. So that's so instead we submitted the letter. You can see our very powerful, competent lawyer here today. Inibehe has already crafted the letter. The highest authority as far as their work is concerned, asking him to release a discharge certificate, having completed it. We must provide historical information to you that the NYSC has been known over the years to seize discharge certificate of people who are politically very vibrant during their service years. The most popular one was of
you know, there are some people in Nigeria that certain things will happen and they're not going to sweep it under the carpet. Because this girl came out to air her view. She was almost getting depressed and she said, I cannot handle this anymore. And is this what she gets after she serves her country for a whole year? Though she says she might not need the certificate, but it is what's due her. So it's supposed to be given to her. Do we not have a right to, you know, freedom of speech anymore? But here, that Sowore is there, Mr. Sowore, and of course Barrister Inibehe, they are in the NYSC headquarters to really investigate what really happened, to ask for proofs, you know, paper materials, paper documents that truly Raye did not clear herself in the month of April, and to inquire and investigate, ask every person involved to be sure that the fault is really from Raye. Else, the NYSC will have to answer the question of why they haven't issued the discharge certificate to Raye. And as the, you know, trend evolves, as it progresses, we will bring you up to date with what is happening. We move over to a very almost long forgotten issue with the Nigerian police enforcing tinted glass permits in Nigeria. I've heard this like for years. It's been lying bare. It's been lying almost dead. And now they have resurrected it to say, we will, you know, implement this come August. But the IGP has come out to extend it up to October, I beg your pardon, the first week of October. He says that the let's just see the press release, and I'm going to paraphrase and sum up the press release from the IGP concerning enforcing tinted glass permit in Nigeria. This is the press release from the IGP, and he has said that this this implementation would take place fully by October. He's giving us a time of grace for everybody to put stuff in order, their, you know, car papers and everything in order, so that when you're, you know, obstructed on the road to say, show me your paper, why are you having a tinted glass, why are you driving a car with tinted glass, you show your permit and you pass, so that there will be no problem. So we have, I think it's in how many slides, like 2-3 slides, but we're not going to take all of that. I'm just summing it up. So this is the trend that we have. Please, 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 and please, you know that we are law-abiding Nigerians. This is a picture of a tinted glass permit. If you have the permit to go about driving a tinted car, you have to go renew it, or if you don't even have, go and work, ask questions, go through the processes involved to have your tinted glass permit, because this is going to take effect from the first week of October. And I don't want to come here to talk about trends of individuals, you know, having an altercation with police officials trying to do their job, you know, during the stop and search sessions. And the IGP is pointing out the fact that he's doing this for security reasons majorly. Because with the high level of, you know, crime in our society, abduction, theft and all of that, and anybody can just drive a tinted car. You do not know who is who. So he has said, come October, first week, we are implementing this. And as law-abiding citizens, please let us do what is right to be on the safe side, to, you know, save us any trouble or explanation whatsoever with the police officials, who are trying to do their job. Well, let's take a very short break, and when we return, we give you the word of the day and Tuesday trend motivation. Please don't go away. I know you're not going to go away. I know you're going to stick with me. So thank you so much for sticking with me. You're welcome back. This is still hashtag trending on your preferred dial, Spectrum TV. And I remain your host, Ofanano Joseph. Well, before we wrap up, let us see the word that we have for today. The word of the day is ramshackle. Ramshackle. What does it mean? Ramshackle describes things that are in a very bad condition and need to be repaired, or that are carelessly or loosely constructed. Ramshackle are things that are in a very bad condition and need to be repaired, or that are carelessly or loosely constructed. How can ramshackle be used in a sentence? Example is, toward the back of the property stood a ramshackle old shed. Toward the back of the property stood a ramshackle old shed. Ramshackle is the word that we have for today. And what is our Tuesday trend motivation? That's coming from Frank Ocean. Our Tuesday trend motivation coming from Frank Ocean is work hard in silence. Let your success be your noise. Kai, that one is entering deep. It's tearing me apart. Work hard in silence. Let your success be your noise. Coming from Frank Ocean. Did you hear that? Keep quiet and do your thing. That thing you know how to do best. That thing that you think people cannot see. Do it quietly. And when you blow, that thing will definitely speak for you. You don't have to talk about it. Please keep this in mind and continue doing what you know how to do best. Someday you will be heard, and that thing that you do will speak for you, not just you. I remain Ofanano Joseph, and I thank you so much for doing this with me. I would love to do this with you tomorrow because I know that you will be here to do it with me. Well, see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday.